Well, hello, fellow YouTube survivors. This is Phoenix back with another episode of Ark Survival Evolved on the Seasoned Gamers server. Yes. So you see, we have Rocksteady and Pepe Le Pew back here behind us. We've been doing a little bit of building of some stuff in the smithy, and we needed stone and wood, lots of it. So I had this idea. Originally, I wanted to switch our walls and gates to stone, and then I realized just how expensive that was going to be. So, what I've done then is I have made behemoth stone gates and, of course, the doors, because these guys are a lot cheaper and you can just chain these together. I've seen it done millions of times. So, what we're going to do is we're going to tear down all of this, which is going to take us a bit, and we'll probably do most of this off camera. But I'm going to tear down all this, and then we will come back and we will start putting away. Or putting up the gateways. That would be my best guess as to how we're going to be able, because the part of the reason I figured out how hard it was going to be was because I realized that like some of the bigger dinosaurs, like Rexes and Gigas and stuff, can actually step over 2 high walls. So you'd have to do at least 3 high, and when you do the math um, of how many stone walls I'd need and everything, it's just going to be insane. So we'll come back here in a minute. I did want to also show you guys, I made up this little bit here. Extended out our dino barn. It's still not quite done, obviously, but I extended it out, and I had to go this way because the land sloped down, and so it was going to be way too difficult to do it the other way. And we're going to add some on this side too. Probably another 2 bays worth on this side, I think. So the dino barn is going to be expanded upon as well. Aside from that, the only other thing I did was I finished up the house a little bit. I added in these water tanks, so every time it rains. Okay, guys, sorry about that little cut. Anyways, had something happen outside, had to take a run up. Anyways, what I was trying to say was I added in these rain barrels. Well, they're called water tanks. I call them rain barrels because that's what they fill up by. You can actually hook these up to like if I was to run pipes from the water all the way up here, then it would say irrigated. But they fill up with rainwater, and whoa, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them here, and I haven't had any issues with water ever since I've done it. So that worked out really well. Um, let's see, and then I finished up the roof and the top area up here. Was trying to add in this. I'm not for sure. I think I'll end up taking off this last row of things and just giving us a little awning right there, just to kind of look nice. Got to put in windows and stuff like that, obviously, which is going to take time. I apologize. There's something wet on my keyboard. You know what? That's disgusting. I'm going to spank my dogs. So when I heard something outside, I heard people talking at my door. I put my computer down on the ground because you guys know I use my laptop. I have a gaming laptop. Anyway, and I put it down on the floor real quick to run outside to see what was going on. There was cattle in my yard. I live in the country. Anyways, I think they peed on my keyboard. I'm going to spank me a dog here a little bit later. Anyway, so now what I think I'm going to do, now that I've cut and eventually, or screwed it all up anyways, is I'm going to go ahead and cut. I'm going to tear down this wall, and then we'll come back and we'll start placing down some gateways and whatnot and go from there. Okay, guys, so we are back. Alright, so we got this wall all tore down. I want to put it in generally the same place, which is right about in line here. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab the gateways first, obviously. And these aren't actually that hard to place. I'm going to go take a K out. Yeah. That's perfect. Bam. Alright, now this is where we're going to be a little weird because of that right there, the way those do that. K out a little bit. I want it to be a little bit into it. Bam. I forgot how big these things are, so this is going to be really nice. Alright, so we should be able to, oh, look at that. I love this K out menu. So for those of you who are trying to build an arc, if you have any issues, excuse me, I just lost got a hair in my mouth. If you, like, see, if you're doing it right here, you can see you can barely see anything, right? And it's a little harder to kind of tell where everything is, but if you hit the K button, it'll bring you out, and you can move the camera freely around and zoom further out and stuff like that, so you can kind of see what's going on. I think we're going to do that. Alright, let's go in here. Now this little section here, I think what we'll do is, this is where we'll put some stone walls and maybe some spikes and stuff like that. But that's cool. It only took us 3 to get across there, and we don't have to do much to fix that. So let's drag the doors down here. Bam. Come on. There we go. Bam. For some of the smaller dinos, we may have to try to put something in place to block these little areas right here. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Let's go right here. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay, so we'll definitely have to block that off. What we'll do is we'll come on this side, and we'll throw it ourselves down a wall foundation and put up a stone wall. And it won't match perfectly, but it shouldn't be too bad. And this way we can open up any of these. Wow, these doors are freaking huge. Any of those doors we need. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go on this side, and we are going to tear down this wall, doing the same thing, and then we'll be able to, we're going to drop these off. Dink and dink. We'll drop these off on him. And then we'll be able to put up the last, and it's probably only going to take 3, maybe even 2, I don't know. And then we'll go from there. So I will see you guys in a... Okay guys, I'm back. So now we're going to do this side. Let's, there we go, K it out a little bit. Let's put it right against that rock wall. Bam. Alright, we're going to go this way a little bit more. And holy crap, it's going to be 2. Hold on. Alright, now let's try it. Oh, nighttime is coming. Think. Yeah, that's perfect. A little bit further out like that. Bam. Alright, now all we need to do, bam, and bam. And so this side is completely covered. We will have to be a little more careful when opening and closing that door, obviously, because of the fact that we can't see through it anymore, but that's okay. That's going to work out very nicely. Yeah, very cool. It's like Jurassic Park over here. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, so I ended up making way more of these than I needed. But that's okay, though. That's never a bad thing. So we're going to throw these in here. There. Alright, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off camera for a bit. I'm sorry for all the cuts. And I'm going to go down here and I'm going to get the stone walls and everything that I need to finish that side down there, because I want it to make sure it's nice and... Hold on a second. Did I not put this? Okay, I did. Alright, cool. But I want to make sure that it's all nice and closed up. And once I get that all closed up, we'll come back for a few and we'll see about doing something. Not entirely. We may do a little bit more building. We may go ahead and start expanding the dino barn. I don't like to do building every episode, but definitely may do some building this episode. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, we got this set up here. I originally had a different plan, and then I thought, this would look really cool. I wanted to do a pass-through, since it's cutting off, like, an open area of our compound here. So, I thought we'll do a pass-through. So, I built up the walls 3 high. That's what I've been doing throughout the whole thing. I'm just not entirely sure how these ceilings are going to place. I'm thinking they're only going to go so far, and then they're not going to want to go any further. And if that's the truth, we're going to be having to figure this out. Let's throw up a couple ceilings. I know that normally ceilings go 2 out from wherever they're supported, and then from there on, you normally have to give them some other support, whether it be another foundation or a pillar. Wow, this is not needing any extra support. Oh, this is going to be perfect. But now we need more ceilings. Whole bunches of more ceilings. Let's see. Ceilings are down here. It looks like we need some fiber and some wood. So I wanted to put a little thing out there. I don't know if you guys noticed. You may not even care. I don't know. But I don't have a pike anymore. I've now put my sickle in the way of the pike. And here's the reasoning, okay? They have a new object in the game called the test dummy, I believe is what it's called. And it basically will tell you the damage per hit and then the DPS, which is damage per second, obviously, that your dinos and weapons and pretty much anything you can use to attack it with, right? And I was watching Slipgator, which we all know and love, and he was doing it, and he found out that the pike and the sickle, the primitive version, do the exact same amount of damage, and then the once they go higher up, the sickle actually does more damage. I'm not entirely sure why, but I mean, obviously the devs will probably fix this now. I mean, but personally, what it does for me is it's one less tool I have to carry. And whenever you have a whole bunch of tools that you're always trying to, keep in your deal there, it's nice to know you don't have to carry one. So basically, and since I have the guns and everything, basically I've just gotten rid of my pike, which means if I'm ever in a situation where I need my pike, well, obviously I'm a little screwed, because I did actually try to fight a couple of dillos with my sickle the other day. It's not as effective. Yeah, the servers, it must be saving, or it's like a rubber band thing. Just give it a second here. It'll catch up with us. There it goes. It does that sometimes. Not entirely sure why, but is what it is. Anyways, as I was saying, so basically what I've done is I don't have my pike anymore. I don't think it's a big deal personally, because even though it's nice to have the pike, it's not like you absolutely need it. So that's where we're at right now on that front. I thought that was kind of interesting. We will be building a test dummy and doing some tests of our own, because I'm kind of interested to see how that works out. I'm kind of surprised this is working out so easily. Come on now. It's one of the things that sucks about doing 3 high is because when you do 3 high, it doesn't like to place up there all the time. And I am sorry about the glare. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, you guys need to get the hell out of my way because you're pissing me off. I'm not entirely sure why, but ever since I started doing stuff on the center map, I have not been able to adjust my gamma or like the what's it call it, where the shafts of light or whatever, where you can do all that stuff. By the way, here's the wall. Doesn't look too bad. We're gonna go ahead and build a few more ceilings because I think the episode is almost done. We're getting close to time. I need to get some more wood. There we go. And go down. Hopefully that'll be enough. Oh, my birds are starting. So I'm thinking we're probably going to do a little bit to this to make it look a little more interesting. because right now it looks kind of bland with just a flat ceiling and blah whatever. I don't really need any more air animal space because the only other air bird or air animal I want is the Quetzal, and he obviously won't be able to go up in a little spot. We'll actually have to make him a landing pad, is what I was thinking. Well, these guys are just like talking up a storm right now, aren't they? Come on. Awesome. And then we need to do, and we're going to be a couple short. Excuse me, Timmy, Morrow. We need 2 more of those. We'll do some decorations of sort. We might add in like a wall or, I don't know, across the top, or we'll do something. I need 2 more of those ceilings. So we're going to go out here and hit this a couple times. Scroll down. And look at that. They're going to let us make 3. That's perfect. So once we get this, that's pretty much it for the episode. I think next episode I did some testing, okay, because I want a Quetzal, and Stalker hasn't been back on, and I'm not entirely sure. You know, it just the whole Quetzal experience that you saw in last episode really, 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 really bothered me. I just was not. Oh, I need 1 more then. Okay, well, whatever. I was not having fun with the idea that, you know, because it just was not working. I don't know what the problem is. That's like the 3rd time. That was actually the 2nd time that we tried it, but then we tried it again a little bit later, and then it just wasn't working. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, and I actually did some testing with this, is we will grab Sir Beak-Salot up there, our RG, and probably pick up little Timmy here, and we will set him on aggressive, which when he's on aggressive, he'll attack anything within range of himself. So we'll set him on aggressive, and then we'll fly around, and as long as we're careful and don't overhit the Quetzal, we should be able to knock him out with little Timmy and not have to worry about any issues with where we don't have to worry about, did somebody drop me? Did I drop them? And, all that blah. And if it works, well, then obviously I could do it multiple times and maybe help him get another Quetzal, because as far as I know, he hasn't been back on, or if he has, he hasn't found his Quetzal yet, which kind of sucks, I'll be honest with you. So then now what we need to do is, can I ride you? Yes, I can. Alright, cool. So what I've been kind of doing is all of my utility mounts are over here. So Bebop and Rocksteady, except for obviously Vanessa here, which I'll probably move her more than likely. Go over here. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and move her right now, because she's so slow to back out, and it's just very annoying. But we will put her all the way over here. There you go. Now she's covered. Perfect. And then we'll move around these guys here to get them all in the right spots, because as you can see, they're kind of whatever. So I think that's looking nice. We're going to... I think I'm going to change this up, by the way. I'm thinking about putting some sort of ramp or something in there. Alright, so if we go out here a ways, and then turn around, wow, we're looking nice and built up, aren't we? We got our behemoth stone gateways and everything. This is looking really cool. I'm really loving this. I gotta say, this over here makes me a little nervous, because it looks like somebody could like walk around the edge and then jump over, and I don't know if they really could, but it's possible. So we may have to put like a spike wall there or something just to kind of prevent that. Yeah, so we're looking really good, guys. I'm really liking this. I think this is going to work out really well. I need to go a little higher. There we go. Bam. And then we can go to the K menu and back way out. That's very cool, guys. That looks awesome. And then we're also going to have to put a better blockade up there at the top. I've already lost a couple of those spike walls and had to replace them. Anyways, that's going to be it, because I think we're really pushing on time here. So, make sure you guys comment below. Let me know what you think. Good, bad, ugly, all that good stuff. Hit that like button if you want to see more. And even if you don't, hit that like button just for me. Please. No, I'm just playing. And then also subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Helps you out, helps me out. All that good stuff. All right, that's all. Y'all have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. This is Phoenix. Oh, poop missile! Yay! I'm out. Y'all have a good day.